Hello and welcome back to Tyre Talk F1. Just watched the Japanese Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is back to winning ways. What a surprise. But first of all, boys, how you doing? Matty, how you feeling today?
Good. First day back in uni today. Feeling good. That's it really.
Yeah, Dan, what about you?
Yeah, happy to be back. Not so happy about having to wake up at 4 in the morning or 6 in the morning for the race.
Oh, yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think I got up at 5 to 6.
Yeah,
and then raced downstairs. One of my mates has got Sky Sports on the PS4, which has saved me. But it was a good race, rather eventful. Quite a lot to talk about today. We're going to try and keep it a bit condensed because we don't want to be talking about everything. But the main thing is Red Bull have wrapped up the Constructors' Championship.
What surprising.
Yeah, what a shocker.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought? Actually,
Red Bull.
Saying that, well,
Max,
it's Red Bull.
Congratulations, Max Verstappen.
Well, Dan, you've got something. Didn't you predict at the start of this season that Ferrari would win the Constructors? Bear in mind there are 6 races left. You're pretty close with that one.
Listen,
pretty close to our prediction there, Dan.
It was. My thought process was right because Perez has been awful.
Yeah,
but the Red Bull is just insane, so it doesn't matter. I was thinking they fooled me. I thought they were going to be closer, and I thought Perez was going to be the downfall of Red Bull, and it would have been the case. I was right. It's just the Red Bull's too quick. So well done, Red Bull. Well done, Adrian.
He wasn't right.
You win.
He was not right at all. He was wrong.
No, my thought process was correct.
You were wrong because Max won the championship on his own, which is crazy. It's crazy that he has won the Constructors' Championship on his own, and he still hasn't won the Drivers' Championship. Like, you'd think it'd be the other way around. But, as we're aware, he can and probably will win the Drivers' Championship in the sprint race in Qatar, for those who didn't know. I'm assuming if he just wins that...
He needs a podium to win the championship.
Do you know what? I just hope he wins. Like, the first time he won it, yes, it was a bit. Second time he won it, everyone was confused if he won it or not. So if he hasn't won it properly, I just want a nice, clean... Max
this one will be a clean execution
without any. Oh, is he or not? Then, so I want a nice clean. Finally, he won it 3 times, Rob. Fair play.
Yeah, 3 times. That is a massive achievement. I guess we'll probably speak more about that next week when he is inevitably world champion. I think the only way he doesn't win it next weekend is if he's like ill.
He doesn't DNF every race for
next week. Is it next weekend?
No,
it's in 2 weeks. Sorry, yeah, we've got a little break first.
I'm gonna make a bet here now. Yeah,
go on, man.
If he wins it next race, Dan's gonna be winning his Red Bull top next recording session.
Works for me.
He's gonna be head to toe in Red Bull gear.
We'll be there.
You have to wear some Red Bull shorts and Red Bull socks.
Full kit wanker it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring a can of Red Bull in.
Yeah, we'll have. Yeah, all right, okay.
But I reckon, no, because surely he has to full kit wanker for a Ferrari. You got to stand. You got to stand. You got to stand in your grave that you dug for yourself.
Listen, I wanted to believe that there would be a title fight this year. Sue me. All right, I wanted some fun.
Yeah, I wanted Ocon to win a race, but my thought process was right, so I'm technically right.
No, but I am actually right.
Was your thought process right because Ocon is in a car?
Ocon drives a car, which has a possibility of winning a race. So technically, I'm right because I thought that.
His thought process is right, Dan. I mean, I thought Yuki Tsunoda was going to win the world championship, and my thought process is right because he's in a car, right?
Exactly.
He's in a vehicle with 4 wheels and like suspension.
Anyway, speaking of Perez, this weekend he had an absolute stinker
again. By the way,
so I think probably the first time in this century that a car's unretired just to retire itself again.
Oh, God.
So he got a 5-second penalty for dive-bombing Kevin Magnussen after he'd already hit Lewis at the start. So he comes in, changes front wing, tries a move on Magnussen, smashes his front wing again. 5-second penalty. But obviously he's damaged his car and they're going to retire the car. And then so they make him sit in the car in the garage like a little naughty boy with his helmet on, wait for Max to come in and do his pit stop, and then they send him out.
I actually didn't know that happened. They made him stay in.
Yeah, they so he got out of the car, they forced him to go sit back in the car with his helmet on, while the engineer just looked at him.
I think next season he's gone now.
Yeah, I don't see him staying after next season.
Joe, because they won the Constructors, does he celebrate or not?
Yeah, he's still at the start of the season. He won a race.
Just put a fake smile on.
Ooh. No, he will be happy. Look, in reality, he has done his job this season because they won the Constructors. He hasn't done great personally, but he won a race. He's got a fair few podiums. He hasn't stopped, crashed
he's
into Max or anything. He's done a good job. I mean, he's been poor, but
below average.
at the same time, he's done what he's needed to. He's done enough.
Yeah.
But saying that, he can't stay.
It's like a bittersweet moment for it. Isn't it?
I feel like though
He's out then,
he accepted that he'd lost the drivers a long time ago. So
I think before the start of the season, really.
no, but he like gave himself a bit of hope when he won Baku. And
I think he gave us all hope.
It was
We
two
all
wins.
had
It was
hope
two
for
wins
it.
apiece, wasn't it, going into Miami?
Yeah.
And P was on pole, Max was 9th, and then ever since then it's just gone downhill, hasn't it?
I think I remember saying it on the Miami episode when Max overtook Perez in Miami. I think that was such a moment where everyone because I remember he came out of the pits and he was 4 seconds behind, and then within 3 laps he'd gone past him. It was just in that moment I think we all knew championship pretty much over, and it hopefully will come to an end this weekend. And then actually it would be so amazing if we can see a progression of this week when we saw Oscar Piastri finally get his first podium in Formula One. Congratulations to him, because he's definitely going to see this. But he was brilliant this weekend. Just not faster than Lando, couldn't keep P2. But he had a good start off the line, which I actually think you can argue was went against him.
Yeah, he got boxed off by Max. He out-qualified Lando, which is good going. A track he's never been at.
Which is nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
Because Suzuka, we said this off camera, is a tough track. I mean, you're constantly turning for the first 60% of the track, constantly turning, and you have to be perfect hitting the apex on every single one. So to never have driven on that track before, which sounds like a crazy start on its own, but then to go P2 against your teammate who has driven there multiple times, what an achievement.
It's so good. Joe and McLaren can keep their car good. They can be scary.
I think they've got the best lineup on the grid. Better.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No.
Who do you
on
think
paper,
does?
it's got to be
In
Merc,
practice.
hasn't it?
No, but in practice, the
I
Mercedes
say
crash into each
they've
other.
got the third best.
Oh, who's second?
Actually, Ferrari are
Ferrari.
good. It's
Merc,
between-
Ferrari, because
I think Mercedes
you
are
got a
third.
7-time world
I
champion.
don't think Mercedes are as good as the. Oh, I actually don't know. I mean, having a 7-time world
I
champion.
don't think they
is a
work
bit-
together as well, though. Mercedes have the problem of. George
I don't think
Russell crashing.
both number one drivers work well together because they just want to be the best.
No, but Carlos and Leclerc have that, don't they? Where obviously Leclerc is quicker, but Sainz on any day can just be quicker than Charles.
It's just consistency for science.
No, but if McLaren keep a good car, that can be very scary.
But also, you don't see the McLaren drivers obviously get on with each other. Mercedes not so much. From what I can tell, Sainz and Leclerc get on.
Yeah.
And that moves us onto another incident which actually wasn't shown on TV. I found out about this earlier today, obviously the day after the race, that the Pierre Gasly incident, where he was team ordered in front of Ocon to go and attack Alonso for P8. So not a massive change of points, but you got to let him go. He didn't make any proper inroads, so obviously standard procedure, let Ocon back pass, let him have his place back. But Pierre was protesting it in the car, and then he slammed on the brakes at the last corner, let Ocon pass, and then you can see him just after they passed over the finish line, him shaking his hand, he puts his middle finger up, he's just fuming. I mean, and it wasn't shown on TV, which is kind of the crazy thing about it, because I hadn't heard anything about it at all until today.
Do you know why? Do you know why you haven't heard nothing about it?
Go on.
Because Alpine have been doing good recently, so you won't hear anything about Alpine because
That's a very interesting incident,
it doesn't get clicks though. That's why no media outlets talk about it because they're not big no more basically.
I actually don't agree, because there was a lot of when Gasly was first signed up to Alpine, there was a lot of
No, that's what I mean.
news
But I
about-
mean, now they're being.
Yeah, but this is the first big time that I can think of
I
where
just think-
their rift has been shown in.
I think that
public level,
weekend
or not so.
for news outlets, it was Red Bull McLaren. That's what got
Yeah,
the
but
most
they do
clicks.
more than one story. a
Yeah, no,
weekend.
but I'm just.
I know what you're saying, but I
As
still
a
think I'm still
journalist-
surprised. Yeah,
That's my opinion.
if I was there,
That could have been your original story.
yeah.
I think it's
Maybe a
crazy
missed
though,
opportunity.
that,
Joe,
he was making that big of a deal over 1 point.
Yeah.
I feel like that speaks volumes about how bad their relationship actually is.
No,
It's
but
not of a
also
major point.
how
is it?
passionate he is about 1 point.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing and a bad thing. Because like, it's a bad thing because the teammates and they shouldn't really be fighting. Because
It's over
even though
one
it is an individual sport, it's also a team sport.
There's got to be something going on behind the scenes for him to be that
Yeah.
pissed off. Because he wasn't even a little bit like he was so angry.
And you could even tell in the post-race interview he's still annoyed about it.
Yeah.
Even after he's got out the car, cooled off, the team obviously explained to him, and he's still gone to the media pen and thrown. Well, he's not thrown a fit, but he's
He was
got a face on.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
was
an
angry,
attitude.
Yeah.
Just passionate about a point, even though it probably meant nothing to him in the.
Yeah,
in the
that is
leaderboard.
massive though. I mean, he still got the point, didn't he? He came 10th
Yeah.
or 9th at the end, was it?
He came 10th, Ocon 9th.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. The fact it wasn't shown on TV as well. I suppose another one of the massive points we need to talk about is the fact that, as of recording, 19 of the 20 seats for next season are sorted. The only one that is left is Logan Sargent's currently seat, but all he's doing is crashing and not doing
Do you know what?
good.
Last week, I apologise, boys. I said that rookies should have another season, but he shouldn't. He's
No, but he's a rookie, Matty, so
No.
he needs to give him another season.
No.
Oh, are you going to stand up for him as well?
I
You're going
do-
to both change your minds after that shocker
No, I
from
do.
Logan Sargent
No,
this weekend?
I still agree with. No, if you watch the TikTok back,
Shout out to my mate Sam, by the way, who backs me in the TikTok comments. What a guy.
All right, yeah. Anyway,
I said if they have a stinker, then yes, get rid of them.
Yeah, but
But he's been dreadful.
yeah, I felt the point was
Really bad.
if they're just having you can tell they're just adjusting, then you should give him another year. But Logan's been so bad. I think it's like the fourth week in a row where he's crashed at some point.
Is he the only person not to score points this season except Ricardo?
De Vries.
I'm not counting him.
Okay.
because he did get.
So is he the only? Is he
And
the
he's
only
undoubtedly-
person?
He's the current only driver. On
Yeah.
the grid who hasn't got any points yet. Yeah.
Yeah, because Albon's only scored.
Who gets
And
the thing?
Lawson's got some now as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, and obviously Sonoda's got one.
Do you think Lawson will go
So,
Williams?
3 points.
3 points. What is
Will
it?
Lawson go the Williams seat?
I don't think he will.
I think he should have got Ricardo's seat.
Yeah,
I
that's what
agree.
I don't agree with. I can't agree with AlphaTauri, who I
I
know
got
that.
announced 2 days after our episode. You know.
Yeah, I know, and I can't. I know that they're not a development team anymore, but why would you give Daniel Ricciardo the job over Liam Lawson? Why?
Who's done really well.
Yeah,
as well.
he's
come
he's
in-
got in
in
the
same
car.
in the same
and-
amount of
He's had
races.
what, like 3 races, 2 races, and he's
4.
done really well. It's not 4 for Lawson, is
He's on,
it?
this is his third weekend.
Oh.
So he's come in 3 races. He's got points.
I mean,
Which is
Oh no, he's
massive.
on 4. He has done 4 races.
Is it 4?
Yeah, he did. Didn't he do Italy? No, he did Holland, Italy, Singapore, and yeah, he's on 4. Japan.
Okay, I don't think he did hold.
Didn't Ricardo only done 3?
Oh, okay, so
He's
Lawson's
done 3, hasn't he?
outperformed Ricardo.
He only did because he come Hungary, did that, did Belgium where Yuki beat him, and then he was gonna do Holland but broke his hand, so he only did 2, I think. Ricardo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's done so much better than Ricardo had. I don't know Ricardo.
And it's not even that as well. Ricardo is he's old, right? So Lawson has a future in the sport past 26. I don't think Ricardo does.
Lawson has a chance to win the.
And for Red Bull as
Yeah.
well.
If he ends up because Lawson could potentially have been.
Yeah,
the
and for Red Bull, who are
replacement for
trying to
Max.
line someone up to replace Perez, why would you not I know you can say, oh well, you
I
need to
think
check
Lawson
Ricardo
might
as
be
well.
Max's replacement. You know.
No.
I don't think he will be now. No, it'll probably be Lando. Maybe even Oscar at this rate.
Yeah, I think Lawson I think will be a safe pair of hands to chuck in if they want to replace Perez after next season. But if they're going to throw him, the rumor is that they've guaranteed him a seat on the 2025 grid in the AlphaTauri, which means it's not going to be Max, but one of Perez, Ricardo, and Tsunoda isn't going to be in
It's gonna be
the Red Bull
it's gonna-
family.
I can't see Ricardo or Perez being there after next season.
I see Tsunoda
agree.
leaving as well. I think all 3 of them could
Really?
go.
You see Sonoda leaving?
Because there's lots of available seats elsewhere, and I feel like
Oh, leaving AlphaTauri?
leaving the Red Bull family in general.
Yeah.
Leaving the sport though.
No.
No.
No, definitely not for Yuki. I think
Yuki
Ricardo
to Aston
will.
Martin, we will be there.
Oh, that's it. What, instead of Fernando?
No, it's had a stroll.
Well, we do Stroll like
Yeah,
leaving
but
though.
2025, Fernando might have pack it in.
Mm.
But even then, like I said, there's plenty of seats available. I feel like Yuki will stay. I feel
Yeah.
like he's only getting better. I like him.
Yeah.
But so the current seat at Williams, then,
I can't see Logan. I can't see
It's-
Lawson going Williams.
no. So if let's
No,
assume that
close.
it's true that they've locked him in for 25 Red Bull.
Dan's been waiting all day to say this. Go on
Felipe
now.
Drugovich, to Williams. We will be there.
That last posters of Felipe Drugovich on his
That
wall.
looks
It's a
I love
bit
him.
weird, actually, but you know.
I love him. We need a Brazilian in F1.
You've been waiting
so
since you
badly.
woke up to say that.
Yeah, we need a Brazilian in F1 so badly.
It would be very. I mean, when was the last? Who was the last Brazilian F1 driver? Was it like
I feel like it was like
PK Junior?
I think Felipe
was he-
Massa and Nasser were in the same year. I think they left in the same season, but it's been too long.
Yeah.
But, question. He's the Aston Martin reserve driver.
The most pointless job in the
Yeah.
world, yes.
But, if you're him, you go to Williams, let's say, where's team on the grid? Yeah. Or do you hang about in Aston Martin?
He can't hang about
I-
4
Open.
years. Or
No, but
3
the thing
years,
is,
whatever it
Aston Martin's reserve is awful because Alonso's got a contract until whenever he wants, and Stroll has a contract till the day he dies.
Yeah.
So it's not an accessible team for him.
No.
And it's much better because it happened to De Vries where if he got lucky in the first place of getting on the grid, because if you stay off the grid and you're not in F2 and you're not about doing something, then you're just going to get forgotten about. He needs to get in to the sport.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's good chance for him.
I
I am
think
scared though what Albon is going to do to him.
Yeah, I think the Williams seat is a very good one actually to come into because that car at the moment is not the worst car on the grid. Really, it's in certain tracks like Spa, it really excelled, and it's a sort of car where you can prove yourself. You've got because if it's so bad that you've not got any chance in the races and you just get overtaken, you just look like a mug. But that Williams definitely has the capability to overtake cars on the straights.
I feel like it's good to show your defensive capabilities in as well.
Yeah.
Like, Albon does that a lot. But also, it's a better environment than the AlphaTauri, isn't it? Like, it's not the pressure looming over you
that you're gonna get
of Dr. Helmut Marko coming knocking on your door. It's just like James Vowles seems like he's built Albon up really well from what happened. He's built Williams back up the grid. It just seems like a good place to be at the minute.
Fair play to you, Dan. I'm glad you said that. Right, boys, can I have a question?
Go on then.
This is a big question. Where does the likes of Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton rank in the all-time greatest athletes?
So we're talking like athletic ability, not like sports people.
Not as a whole package, as in what they've done to the sport, what they've done in the sport.
Oh,
As
okay.
everything.
I thought
The
you meant
influence that
more
they've done
like
in the sport
as a
and all
physical sports person, like
that.
an
No,
athlete.
like the whole package.
Lewis has
Okay.
got to be top 10. I'm sorry. I'm not even his biggest fan, but his influence
no.
outside of F1 is huge.
I think
He's got to be
it's
right
only-
up
it's
there,
only-
really.
It's only two F1 drivers that can make.
I would argue Senna as well. Brazil, like
I
when
think
he died,
Senna would probably be above Schumacher because of what he did outside the sport.
mate.
Wait,
The
Senna,
whole,
wait, have
the
you
whole
not seen
country
the-
of Brazil. Have you seen his funeral?
Have you not seen
No,
the Top Gear special about like what was it, the 50th anniversary of Senna's death, or not 50th, like 30th or whatever it was.
It would have been, yeah.
I would.
And they talk about the impact he had in Brazil. He literally inspired a nation, and he did so much for charity. And I'm sure Schumacher's done a lot for charity as well, and he's a great person, obviously. But Senna, it was just different levels. It's so hard for us to
No,
comprehend.
I would
as Brits.
say, I would say that Michael Schumacher is probably higher than Lewis Hamilton.
No chance.
No,
No
not,
chance.
No,
listen,
that is so
ready?
wrong.
Because people who don't even watch F1, no Michael Schumacher.
People who don't watch F1 know Lewis Hamilton.
Nah.
What? Yes, yes, they do.
Yeah, I know they
Look
do,
at all of
but
what are you on
some
about?
People know, like people in like the,
No, Matty,
people
just
in,
save
like-
yourself now, mate. That is horrendous.
People in like the early 30s, late 20s.
If you ask someone to name an F1
No.
driver, they're going to say
Michael
Lewis
Schumacher.
Hamilton.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, Lewis Hamilton.
Matty,
No.
please.
I will
you've
die-
got to
I will
see
die
this.
on this
This is
hill.
so wrong.
He-
Right, okay.
Lewis Hamilton is
Let's
probably
get
like...
back to the question. Yeah.
No, stop. Lewis Hamilton is so much higher than Schumacher.
No.
Yes, he is.
Bro, not only as a
If you ask any American on the planet
No.
to name an F1 driver, they will answer Lewis
Michael
Hamilton.
Schumacher is higher
No,
on the list.
no,
than
he
Lewis
isn't.
Hamilton.
No.
He is.
No, like what?
Let's
I
get
don't
back to
even
the
know
question.
what. I don't even know where you're getting this
Let's
from.
agree to disagree.
No,
Yeah.
no, because you can't.
Ready? Back to the question.
This is the
Hamilton
question.
is so
Right,
like
does
it's
Lewis
not
Hamilton,
even
does
close.
Lewis Hamilton make top 10?
Yes,
easily.
Top 5?
Probably.
I would
yes.
argue, yeah.
I think in terms of sports and what he's done outside of the sports, I mean, Schumacher's
I
probably
feel like
not even
he's-
top 10.
Who is the top 5 though?
So I would say probably just any athlete, any sport. I think you'd have Ronaldo probably. Is it
I think
Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Brady.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Tom
Michael
Brady.
Phelps.
No,
Well,
I
as
would
a
have-
with Phelps.
As an athlete.
Yeah, but you're talking about the whole package. And
No, but-
Phelps was an undeniably great athlete, but I don't know
I think
anything about
Djokovic
him.
got me there.
Djokovic, and then Hamilton. So Ronaldo, we've got Jordan, Djokovic. Who was the fourth one we said?
Hamilton,
and who else did we have? We had Tom Brady. That was the other
Tom
one.
Brady. I'll be honest. I don't think Tom Brady gets into my top 10.
Yeah,
I think he's top
he
five.
does.
No, because it's such a niche.
It is, but I hate American football, and I he's like the
Yeah, but I only found out
he's
about
like the
him.
best player, like quarterback
Ever.
I know, but that means nothing to me as someone.
Yeah, I
who
know.
I think
care
the GOAT
about.
in each sport makes top 10.
No, I disagree.
No,
No, what are you going to put the GOAT of curling in the top 10?
No,
just 'cause he's the greatest of all time
top
curling?
sports like tennis.
What about like Rory? I don't know who the GOAT. What about like Tiger Woods?
He's probably
Oh,
top 10.
Tiger Woods, yeah.
Yeah, but does he? What about what about Michael Phelps? He's the GOAT of
No, but like
swimming.
like
Does he
there's certain iconic sportsmen like
Michael Phelps is probably the
Jordan.
best Olympian ever.
Yeah, he is, but like
Yeah.
you think of iconic sports people, it's like Jordan, fucking who else with like Hamilton. I think Hamilton is in that list.
I think he definitely is. I don't, Schumacher's not even
Tiger
like
Woods-
with
Tiger Woods is
these
one of them as
names.
well.
Schumacher
I
and
think
close.
Hamilton,
I cannot believe you think Schumacher's more of an icon than
I
Lewis
think-
Hamilton. That is ridiculous.
I think Hamilton makes top 10, not top 5.
I think
think Schumacher
he's,
makes
he's
top
probably
5?
like third.
You think Schumacher makes top 5?
Top 3.
What?
Over. Go on, name your top 3 then.
Djokovic.
Okay.
Really?
Djokovic,
He's
Schumacher,
top 10.
and who?
He's top 10, but you can't be top. Mate, Federer
No,
should
no,
be
no,
up
no,
there. And
listen.
Nadal.
Djokovic is a GOAT tennis player.
I know, but that doesn't mean he's the biggest icon.
Djokovic is the best athlete.
He's also a boring. Like it's the same reason why Max Verstappen is, even if he wins 10 world titles, will never be a bigger icon in world sport than Hamilton because he doesn't
Yeah.
do anything apart from race.
No, but Djokovic is the GOAT in tennis.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
the
Okay,
greatest.
right,
He's
all-time
also
tennis player.
he's
I
also
would
boring.
sta-
Mate, Serena's. I think Serena could arguably be higher.
Serena's
Than,
top 10.
I think she's higher than Djokovic.
100%.
Probably.
You said like more than 10 people.
You said about 20
No,
people, and
top
you said
10.
Schumacher should be higher up than Hamilton.
Top-
That is ridiculous. We
I don't
can't let
think-
this. We can't let this
Hamilton's
fly.
10th.
What?
Name your top 3 because Schumacher's in it and Djokovic in it. Who's your other?
Who's the third greatest athlete of all time?
Third is Schumacher.
Who's the other one then?
Second is I think
So you
Messi.
think Djokovic,
Yeah.
Messi? Do you think Djokovic?
Djokovic,
is more of-
Messi, Schumacher.
You think
think all
Djokovic is
three
the
of
best
them?
athlete of all time?
Do you
Yes.
think all of them are higher in stature than Michael Jordan and probably Cristiano Ronaldo? I think Ronaldo's not as good of a player as Messi.
It's the same reason why like
but,
Michael
but
Jordan's
Ronaldo's
fourth.
definitely
Jordan's
more of an icon.
fourth.
What about? I actually just cannot fathom this. This Hamilton thing.
I'm gonna.
Fifth is Tom Brady.
No way. Because people outside of America, not many people outside of America care. Tom Brady's an unbelievable athlete. Don't get me wrong, but he's not on the same level as Ronaldo, Messi.
Boys, I think
Probably even like Serena.
we move on now. I just agree to disagree.
Let's all say our top 5 in no particular order. Our
Top 5.
Yeah.
No particular order. Right.
Or if you want to do an order, you can. But
I
don't think
said
can.
man. Djokovic, Messi, Schumacher, Brady. Who was the 5th one?
Phelps.
Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, yeah.
Oh.
I'd have Jordan. I think Messi's better, but I think as an icon.
Yeah.
Like people, Ronaldo.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I'd have Hamilton. Not in third, I'm just thinking. And then it's hard. I think Tiger Woods, I feel like he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is he top 5 though?
Yes.
Possibly.
I feel like because he's like
Those are like memorable names.
he's like the golfer, isn't he?
Yeah, I know nothing about golf at all.
He is the.
But I always knew Tiger Woods' name.
Exactly with people who don't know F1, you don't know nothing about F1, but you know Michael Schumacher.
No,
they don't know
that's Hamilton. That is
Hamilton
Hamilton.
is the F1 name.
That's our point. Yeah, that's
Oh, all right.
okay.
whatever.
We're disagreeing. We're ending this
Right,
conversation.
is there
now.
any
Well-
left on the
Well,
list?
my top 5, because we didn't do mine.
Oh yeah.
In no particular order, Michael Jordan has to be there. The most, probably one of the most famous people ever. One of the most recognisable faces ever. Lewis Hamilton is without a doubt more recognisable, more of an icon than Michael Schumacher. Not to say that Schumacher isn't, but Hamilton is the guy if you want an F1 icon. Probably Cristiano Ronaldo as well in terms of football and icon. Who else was I talking about?
You think Ronaldo's the GOAT in football?
He's not
No,
the
I
goat,
think
but
Messi's
he's
the GOAT, but Ronaldo's the GOAT
We're on about,
in terms of an
we're on
icon.
about technical ability because I think
Yeah.
Schumacher's a better driver than Hamilton, but Hamilton is as an icon of the sport is bigger than Schumacher.
Yeah.
He's big. Like he's the only person where I think he's bigger than the sport.
Right, Joe, carry
I
on.
completely agree. And then I'm also going to chuck in. Oh, shit, I feel like I forgot. I'll chuck in Djokovic, and maybe Serena Williams as well, because I think
2 tennis players, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel bad having to. I was going to say.
I might take out Djokovic and put in Tiger Woods.
Anything left on the list, Joe?
The only thing left to say is that Perez ain't very good, basically.
We already said that.
He
didn't
dive bombed Magnussen from nowhere.
We did say that.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that anyway, but that is underneath everything else.
You
But-
liking, Joe?
Huh?
You liking?
Well, I just wanted to make sure I got that. I feel that's quite an important point, you know what I'm saying? Like, Perez ain't very good.
George Russell. Can we talk about George Russell?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Mercedes. Toto Wolff wasn't there, was he? Actually, just bringing this back to Japan. This is the Japanese review, not the sports review. He wasn't there, and George took it upon himself to go, right, I'm the team leader then. I'll decide my own strategy, and I'm just gonna ruin Lewis's race again. And they were fighting. I think they were about 4 times.
They always fight though, don't they? They just don't like each other.
Nah. They actually, I think they actually
don't like
just don't
each
get on
other.
in the cars. Because I remember they were fighting, and then was it Russell tried to overtake Hamilton? It didn't work, and then he said on the radio, "We need to remember that we're not fighting against each other. We're fighting against other teams." Or he said something like, "Are we going to fight against each other, or are we going to try and fight the people ahead of us?" I mean, it just seems like a bit of a mess.
Every week though with them too.
Yeah.
It seems like there's always something with them, isn't there? Like Russell's like, tried a different strategy to get in front of Lewis, or it's always like that feeling in the back of your mind that Russell's trying something.
I just think
isn't he?
Russell should take a step back and learn from Hamilton.
I saw a good point actually that I think he was expecting Lewis to have moved on by now, and he wants it to be his team, doesn't he?
No, but I think
That's a good point.
he's still young. Just learn from one of the best. He's in the same team. You can literally speak to him every day.
Yeah, but we've seen
Learn
him
from-
beat Hamilton.
No, but you still learn
He wants
from him.
to be the man. He wants to be Mr. Mercedes. Yeah, he will be.
will
But
be
like,
that
my point
guy.
is, I feel like I don't think when he visioned his Mercedes career, I feel like he probably expecting Lewis to have moved out of the way for him. by
Yeah.
now.
True.
To roll over, but he
Well,
hasn't. And
That is Joe.
That is everything.
Whoa!
We've covered quite a lot today. Inside
debate
and
as
outside
well.
F1, a massive debate. I think we spent about 10 minutes talking about that, but I think that's very good. Let us know what your thoughts on that are down below. Let us know how wrong it is that Schumacher is less of an icon than Hamilton, and also let us know how wrong it is to have predicted Ferrari to win the Constructors. There are 6 races left, by the way.
Thanks,
But anyway,
guys.
thank you very much for watching. Check out our socials. They'll be in the description below, and let us know what you thought. Thank you very much for watching.